Okay, guys, in this video, we are given the graph of a line and we need to figure out what are the intercepts, the slope, and the slope-intercept equation of this line. Okay, so first thing, you guys can click on the little looking glass thingy right here. I am just going to click on my zoom and we need to first determine the x-intercept. So remember, the x-intercept is the intersection with the x-axis, and x-axis is horizontal. Okay, so where is this line intersecting with the horizontal axis? Well, that is going to be at this point right here. So for the x-intercept, we're not going up or down, so our y-coordinate is going to be 0. And then if we start at the origin to get to this point, we're going to go 7 to the left. So this means it's going to be -7 for the x and 0 for the y. Notice how the x-intercept, the y-coordinate is 0. Now, for the y-intercept, where is this line intersecting with the vertical axis? Well, it intersects at this point right here. So for the y-intercept, we're not going left or right. We're only going, in this case, 9 down. So that means that we are not going left or right, which means that this is going to be 0 for the x and then -9 for the y. Okay, so let's write that down. So -7, 0, and then 0, -9. All right. The next thing is the slope. So to determine the slope, I want you to first think, is it going to be positive or negative? So if you are moving along this line, imagine you are traveling, okay? You are at a point that starts on the left. So remember, you always start from the left. Are you going up or down as you're moving from left to right? I'm going down, right? So I already know the slope is going to be negative. So that's something that you should immediately ask yourself. Is it going to be positive or negative? We say negative. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is start at the point, some point that is the intersection of the grid lines. So you cannot take a point like right here because it's not on the intersection of the grid lines, but the intercepts already are. So I can take this point, so I'll color it green, and I can take this point, which is at the other intercept, it's going to be red. Okay, so if you're going from left to right, the slope is rise over run. So rise over run. First, let's determine the run. So I am at the green point. I need to get to the red point. So go from left to right. What is your run? Well, I'm going to go 7 to the right. So my run is going to be 7. What about rise? Well, once I got 7 to the right, I'm going to be right here. How do I get to the red point? I'm going to go 9 down. So this rise is actually fall. You're going 9 to the bottom. Okay, so this is going to be -9. So your slope is -9 divided by 7. Now, you might need to reduce the fraction. How would I do that? So if you go to Desmos, again, Desmos over here, we're going to go to resources to Desmos, and we are going to divide 9 by 7 and see if that can be reduced. Or -9 by 7, doesn't matter. Negative is just going to stay. So how do you know whether that's going to be reducible? Well, you've got this little button right here that would reduce your fraction or keep it the same if it cannot be reduced. So it doesn't look like it can be reduced, so we're going to leave it like that. See how it says reduced fraction. So if it was possible to be reduced, it actually could mark it incorrect if you did not reduce it. Okay, now what about the equation of the line in the slope-intercept form? So if you go back to the intro instruction page, which you can always go to, right? Let's go to that. There is a formula for the slope-intercept equation, which is right here, that mx plus b. So m is the slope, x is the unknown. It's like a box that you don't know what it is, okay? And then b is the y-intercept. Okay, so let's go back to the question. So we already know that it's supposed to be y equals. Now y equals is already here, so we don't have to fill that out. So it's going to be mx plus b. What is m? M is the slope. So take the slope right here and replace m with that slope. And you keep x the same. So we're going to get negative 9 over 7x. Then it's going to be plus b. But what is b? B is the y-intercept, just the y-coordinate. Not the whole point, but just the y-coordinate. So this is going to be this guy, and that's going to go and replace the b. So this is going to be plus, and b is negative 9. Well, the plus minus, we can just write as minus. So adding a negative is the same thing as subtracting. So we get negative 9 over 7x minus 9. Okay, let's check our answer. Minus 9. Oops, and I don't have an x. Now I do.